Hello guys, it's Nim and welcome back to my channel. So today it's a bit of a long video. I think this video is like almost half an hour, like 27 minutes, something like that. And my apologies in advance, but when you look at the video and you see what kind of a house we are creating, you will get why it is such a big video. And usually I sped up my videos 350% and then it's easy to follow. This video I had to speed up, how much was it again? Like 500%, because otherwise it would have been a video almost 45 minutes long, and that is just ridiculous. It really is. So we are having a video that is 26 minutes long and we are building this giant family home, and it's very fancy. I have to say that I'm really surprised of how fancy it turns out to be. So it is located in Brindleton Bay, and the lot name, if you want to download it, it's on my gallery, and if you want to place it on the exact same lot, the lot name, It's a Good House. That's what the lot is called. Very weird lot name, but whatever. It is a 40 by 40 lot, and the price, once we're all done, is 201,390 simoleons. So it's not cheap. It's really not cheap. Let's just say that first. It is not cheap. Anyways, so that being that sad, so we are roofing at the moment, and we did this fun little roof texture with one of the fences. You can see that on the right, and I'm really happy with the way it turned out. Usually I put like a lot of plants on it then, but this time I didn't do that because I wanted to admire this home in the state that it was. We are obviously going for the black roof texture with the black trim this time, not white. And the entire outside of the home will be, in my mind I had the idea of being black and white. We are gonna go for these stone columns, and in the end, I have to say I kind of think that this house looks similar to the home from Jumanji. And I don't mean like Jumanji with The Rock, I mean Jumanji with Robin Williams. Love that, by the way. I love that Jumanji. I like all the Jumanji movies, but the very first one, ooh. The first time I watched that, I think I was 8 or 9. I think it was 9. And it was so amazing with the crocodiles. Oh man, I loved it. I love it so much. It's an amazing movie. I love it. So since we are in Brindleton Bay, we are gonna use a lot of cats and dog items. And now we have the ability to place I want to say walls, but windows and doors on half tiles, which I really like. I really like it. Unfortunately, it also means that you can't always put like windows next to doors anymore, because then they overlap, because you can't have two items on the same tile. So that kind of sucks. So usually, you see it there as well. Usually I like having those separate windows because they're just a bit bigger and they give more light. And it just didn't work out that way, so. Anyways, we are working around it with some other cats and dog windows, and usually I don't use those windows a lot, but with this home, I mean, it being so fancy, it just really worked out. And I really like the way that it actually turns out. So we are going for a white wood on the back, and then we are having a little roof trim, and then we are also lightening up the roof bit so it looks more textured. We are now going to add a fence, and I was wondering which one of the fences I should add. We are going to with a romantic garden fence, just because it's really fancy, and I feel like that's something that people would have. Now I am gonna continue to do this in like I think every build in Brindleton Bay, because I feel like the people in Brindleton Bay deserve cars. After 6 years of The Sims 4, we definitely deserve cars. But especially the people in Brindleton Bay, because it is such a lovely neighborhood and I like it so much. So we are building a car park, and obviously we are going to get a car from the debug menu, and we are also going to get a lot of landscape items from the debug menu. Otherwise this home would have been even more expensive. Is that a word? Expensive? It would cost even more. Let's just leave it at that. And you know my landscaping, I am crisscross, I'm all over the place. I like different kind of plants, I like different colors. I love to just put a ton of plants in there. So we are now going to use some of the debug flowers, and they are really nice. I also came to this planter and I was like, ooh, this is amazing if we would just lean over the porch to make it look extra green. I only did this on the front porch, not the back porch, because, you know, the back porch didn't really need it because there isn't that much edge, and it really ties the entire landscaping together, so I'm really happy with the way it turned out. And there you are, we are placing 3 cars because, you know, we have the space for it. And I wanted it to look like they just arrived there, so they just got home and they parked the car and then they're going inside. And I think I did actually quite a good job. Also, my favorite bushes. Can we please have those bushes just in the normal catalog, because I absolutely love them. We are using them almost through the entire garden now. I had to cut out a lot, and I mean a lot of footage out of this video. I had almost 3.5 hours of footage, and I cut it back to 24 minutes, because we also have a like screenshot, because it is such a humongous house. It is so big. It is literally enormous. I can never imagine how people just fill 40 by 40 lots like that easy. It takes me so long, but in the end I think like it's really worth it. And even though the landscaping is a bit all over the place, I really like it, also with the different kind of trees. So you'll see me cutting, especially in the landscaping and the placing of debug items, going scrolling through the catalog. I just had to cut it out because I had so much footage. But it really turns out really nice, and I am so in love with this home. I like it so much. And I know that probably every simmer says that about our home, but this home, darn it man, it looks amazing. I'm so happy with it. It looks really amazing. It would even be a home where I like would want to live, and I don't really like fancy big homes. I mean, I like them, but just the thought of having to clean them, yuck. I'm not really good at that, so. But before we get anywhere near the inside or the floor plan, we are doing the exterior, because this floor plan, we're gonna get to that in a minute anyways. I've cut it out. That floor plan took me, I think, 40 minutes, especially the upstairs, because I wanted my stairs to be in a specific place, but it didn't work out the way I wanted it. And that was so annoying. So I had to cut most of that out. In the end, I think you see me doing the final floor plan. I have made like 5 or 6 different floor plans and looking at it, like placing doors, starting to furnish some of them, and it just didn't work out. Also, these hanging plants, can we have those in the normal menu as well? I know we have hanging plants with Nifty Knitting right now, but these plants are just amazing. They really are. I also thought that mailbox was like pretty amazing for this home. It looks really cool. And obviously we're gonna have the 3 different bins for like recycling, because that's pretty important and stuff. So you know the drill in recycling and everything. Now what I didn't notice is that one of the planter boxes in the front actually is on the foundation. I noticed that like now when I'm watching it, the footage. So we are now doing the stairs, and I wanted the stairs to be specifically there. It was very important for me. We're also making this built-in closet in the stairs, so you kind of have like there's space under the stairs. And now we are doing the floor plan. We are starting with the floor plan downstairs, and I realized that one of the planter boxes was actually inside the home. So downstairs we are going to have a kitchen, a dining room, a living room, an office, and a play area for the kids. And we are going to use arches because I didn't want it to be like one open space, because you know it is already quite a big home, and when you have one big open space it becomes really difficult to furnish. So here you'll see me messing with the floor plan, and this was like floor plan number 5 or 6, and I didn't like the way it looked, so we had to make some small adjustments. And this is going to be the floor plan that we are working with. So we're going to have 5 bedrooms upstairs and 1 bathroom, and then 1 bathroom downstairs. And I know that if like American people are watching this, I'm very sorry, but you're not gonna get your ensuite, because I think that is ridiculous. Like, why do you need an ensuite? You can just use the same bathroom as the rest of your family. I really don't see the big deal with that. But that might just be me and my Dutch standards. Who knows? Who knows indeed. So we are starting decorating with a hall, mostly because I hate decorating hallways, and my hallways always look quite awful. So I thought, you know what, why not start with it so that it actually will look nice and good. And I have to say, this hallway looks really good, and I placed that chair there on purpose, so if you want to put on your shoes and you have like really annoying shoes, you can just sit down and put them on, even though I always stand on one leg and then put my shoe on, but you know, whatever. We are also going to place like some more bookcases and just a reading chair for if you're waiting for your brother or your parents or whatever, your siblings, to come down and you're already all done and they're still getting ready. So you can just sit there and read a book. We are now going to continue with the living room, and we are starting off with the TV area because it had this perfect little nook with just excellent for a TV. And we don't need this giant TV, that's not necessary, so we just have a normal TV, and we are decorating it with some plants, some lights, and I really think that this is really cozy. Also, when I was done with this entire endeavor of building this TV nook, I was like, wow, I made this home way too big. And that's when I decided to add a play area and have like a toddler's living as well. Because initially the idea that I had was parents and a few teenagers, maybe a kid. And it turned out to be parents, a teenager, a kid, and 2 toddlers. Yeah, you know, plans change. I also think I forgot to put curtains on those windows. Oh well, doesn't really matter. So here we are starting with the play area. We are placing this amazing rock, which I absolutely love. That's like my favorite rock to use. We're having this very fancy like castle the children can play in. We are putting some toys on the ground, which I find, by the way, really annoying of The Sims 4, because whenever I put toys on the ground for like artistic reasons, because the kids were playing with them, and then you move in Sims, the first thing they do is clean up those toys and put them in the toy box, and I'm like, no, they're there for a reason, please leave them alone, they need to be there. So here again we were using the canvases, which are debug items, to make a trim on the edge of the wallpaper, because otherwise it was really dark, and I actually quite like it. And we are making an office space. Also, I'm very sorry, but I think my voice has cracks in it. Weather, you know, like it's completely, one day it's really sunny and the other day it's really rainy. It's really annoying and it's not good for my throat. Anyways, I love decorating these tiny spaces just so you can really utilize every single aspect of the space. And you really have to think about how you're gonna lay it out. That's also why the bedrooms aren't that massive. And usually if I look at builds on YouTube and build videos, some of the bedrooms are like gigantic, and I'm like, whoa, how are you ever gonna decorate that? I mean, once I built a castle, and it took me like almost a month to decorate it, because I was so bored with all the different rooms and all the different bedrooms, and it was just so annoying. Same with the Disney castle that I built. It just didn't work because I never furnished it. I ended up making it into a park, so that was way easier. Also, what you see me doing here is building some custom like counters, because I got kind of bored with the counters that we have. So we are using again the canvases, we are sizing them up, and then we are using tiny shelves and sizing them down to like have handles in them, so they look like cabinets that you can actually open. Now I wish you could actually paint the canvases so they could be like I don't know, blue or something. I would really like that, but you know, this is already very good. The only downside is that you need to remove the walls, because otherwise the canvases are going to be clipping on the walls. And I think it actually gives for a very good look. And then we are using the island living cabinets, and I think it really matches together. I really like it. And now we are going to build a kitchen island, and we are also going to use the canvases with it. I was wondering, should I do it, should I not do it? But we decided to do it anyway. Well, I decided to do it anyways, just so that it makes like this whole, that it looks whole and it looks like complete. And I decided to do it on every side, and again we are using the little shelves to make like handles, size them down, make sure they are the correct height, so you have like little cabinets that you can open. And I think it actually makes way more sense to have it like this. I mean, I really like it. And then we are gonna put some stools, and I always forget the name. Some stools there, and we're gonna have this little breakfast area there as well. But before we have any of that, we have a lot of debug items that we are obviously going to place. I believe I got the placing out there, yeah. And also there's me scrolling down the debug menu, I cut that out because it's not really that interesting. I do have like this mood where I like to put like pans and like cutlery on the counters to make it look lived-in. I don't actually know, like your Sims can probably use it, so it's not like a weird item. So I think if your Sims, if you were to move in Sims, they would actually use it. So that's nice. I'm not actually sure because I never playtest big builds. I only playtest tiny builds where I'm not really sure if it all could fit. But you know, if it doesn't fit, just go into the build menu and delete it or whatever, or just leave it there. I don't think it's gonna get stinky, so it's fine. Now this breakfast area, again, it's in a really tight space, but I quite like it. It feels really cozy with the lights and the plants there. And then I think we are going to add another painting on the wall. Now I came across this painting and I'm not sure what it is. I think it is like candy or sugar cane. I am absolutely not sure, but it looked like food, so I was like, you know what, this obviously needs to be in our dining space or breakfast nook area. Because here we have the dining area, which also has a bar, which actually I wanted to have the bar in the kitchen, where I put a tiny living chair, but it didn't fit because then your Sims wouldn't be able to walk there, so we had to be creative and do it a different way. Now this room was again very big, and I thought, you know what, I could make it smaller, but then the lot was very empty, so we're just gonna have very many paintings in here. And a lot of seating areas and a lot of plants, but you know, I like plants, so that's all good. And obviously this picture of Bob Pancakes eating breakfast, that's like very important because, you know, Bob Pancakes is after all the most important sim in the entire Sims 4. And every single build should have at least one commandment of him. Whether it be the Bob Pancakes figure or the painting or just pancakes or like lights that spell out Bob. Pancakes are important, and Bob Pancakes is the most important sim in the entire Sims 4. Man, I really like Bob Pancakes. I like his beard, I like his name, I like his attitude. I feel bad for him that he is married to Eliza, but you know, don't like Eliza Pancakes. Really don't like her. Now we have this little hallway, and this little hallway, I'm not gonna decorate it that much, we're not gonna bother with it. There aren't any lights there, so plants obviously don't grow that good, so we're just gonna pretend that those are fake plants. And now we are coming into the bedrooms, and we are going to do the nursery first. I really hope that one day in Cats we can just say, oh, by the way, we want a baby instead of a toddler. I believe, could you do that in Sims 2? No, I don't think you could. Not sure actually. I don't know, I don't remember. But I would really like it to have like a CAS option where you have like baby instead of toddler. Because I like making nurseries, they're so cute. They are really cute. With all the different stuffed animals you can place. And like I said, like it isn't the biggest bedroom, but you know, your sim can easily live here. And again, when they're a toddler or a child or a teen, you don't need a massive bedroom. Like, it's good. You can, everything you need, you can put it in there. It's completely fine. And I love the way this looks. Like this bedroom, I'm in love with it. Now we are going to make a toddler's room, and we are going to make a toddler's room for a little boy. I never actually make toddler rooms for, I never actually make rooms for male Sims, because I find it really difficult. Probably because I'm female myself, and I don't really know what boys like. Even though I am a kindergarten teacher and I have like, I teach boys. I know they like Pokemon. You know, like we're gonna have the Star Wars expansion. Why not have a Pokemon expansion next, you know? That would be cool. We could have like Pikachu posters and we could catch our own. That would really suck if they would do that. EA, if you heard this idea, it was a joke. Don't listen to it. No one actually really wants that. And now we are going on to our teen room. And initially I was like, ooh, we're gonna have like this awesome badass male teen. I was like, no, wait. Even better, we're going to have a female teen who wants to be in a band and be a guitarist. So if bands could come to The Sims 4, that'd be great. You know, I'd really like that. And actually my guitar is going to be delivered very soon. Hopefully. I've been waiting like 3 months, but because of the entire COVID situation, obviously it got delayed, and I get it, but I'm still annoyed because I just want my guitar and I want to be able to play on it. I got this really blue electric guitar, a Les Paul, and it looks amazing, and I just hope it is just as sparkly in real life as it is on the picture. So anyway, this Sim wants to be like a rock and roll player. She wants to be in a band. She has like 5 guitars or something. And I really, really like it. I like this room. It's really mellow. It is girly, but yet badass. I like the way it looks. Also with all the posters. I knew there was like a guitar poster and it came from university, but I can never find the university posters in the catalog, so. Also, I felt like art, you know, when she goes to uni, she has like she does art. That was basically my clue. So now we are building the other bedroom, and this is for either a teen boy or a child. I'm not quite sure, you can decide for yourself. And this guy really likes sports. So when he goes to university, he wants to be like a football player or a soccer player. And he's like really athletic, and he goes to Foxbury Institute, and his sister actually goes to Brightchester, so they're like rivals. So I really like that idea. And you know, he's like really sportsy, and he likes sports with like this boxing sack in his room. It's like those baseball stuff, the football. I mean, he's a bowling pin because he's also a champion at bowling, you know. I really lost inspiration for this room. Like I said, I can never imagine what men or boys actually like, so I just go with these weird ideas and just put some posters on there to make it look interesting and a little bit less empty, because it looks pretty empty, this room. And then we are going over to the parents' bedroom, and the parents' bedroom also has a balcony. And you know, since the parents already have like a study downstairs, they didn't need a computer in their room, they didn't need all the fancy things. I did give them a TV, because you know, your parents want to watch TV in their own room, well, you can watch TV downstairs. And I really like it. They have like a dresser. It's a simple room. There's not a lot in it. But I like the way it looks. For the mom, there's just a little makeup table. Like I said, it is simple, but I like it. So we are now moving over to the exterior. And the exterior, obviously being the back garden. We are having this little like washing line. I didn't put any washing machines in there, so I think that if you were to play in this home, you need to put like laundry baskets and a washing machine, or you have to do your laundry by hand. I was thinking I should add like a jacuzzi there, but in the end I've removed it because I didn't like it. I was like, you know what, these parents look like the type of parents that have a jacuzzi, but I really didn't like the way it looked. We're now just finishing up the terrain paint, and in a minute we are going into the screenshots. So guys, make sure you like, comment and subscribe. It really helps the channel out, it helps me out. So make sure you do that, like share the video if you want to. And I will hope to see you guys on the next episode. Bye guys!